you're a musician. Do you play instruments? Are you a singer? Are you? I mean, I already know the answer to this. Well, part of it, but
I do.
Yeah.
I actually, the first instrument I really learned how to play was the ukulele.
Wow.
Which it's so funny. My mom to this day jokes. She's like, "Oh, Sophie, you bringing your banjo?" And I'm like, "It's a ukulele, Mom. Big difference, huge." But yeah, that one's a great one. You can take it everywhere with you and write anywhere. I actually keep one in my car.
Really?
Because of how bad traffic is. I kid you not. And it's bizarre. People drive by and they've got questions for me for sure when they just see me out there. Other than that, I play piano, and I'm learning how to, it's not, I guess, technically an instrument, but I'm learning how to engineer. Whew, I respect engineers, let me tell you. But yeah, those are like the main two. I'm learning how to play electric guitar, but it's also takes time.
For anybody who doesn't know, what is engineering?
What is engineering? So basically, when you hear a song, there's like the vocals, and then there's the music behind it. And older music, you could really hear the drums, the guitars, you could hear the instruments. But now, for example, a Dua Lipa song, which the production on her music is exceptionally memorable. You don't know what the hell you're listening to. You're like, was that a bubble popping, or was that a whoosh? I don't know what is creating these sounds. To make music on a song, it takes an insane amount of programming skills and to operate various equipment instead of just instruments. And so yeah, that's kind of engineering. It could be, basically that kind of sums it up.
Yeah.
Do you think the music industry in general is kind of making a big move towards like digital and as opposed to like live instruments performing?
Absolutely. And actually, I was just listening to something Rick Rubin was saying recently. It really resonated. He was kind of explaining that if you have 10 people playing the guitar on a track, you hear guitar. But if there is one person playing a guitar, you hear a person playing a guitar. There's more emotion. There's not just sounds. It's more intimate. And, I think that's what we're kind of lacking with music today a little bit, a lack of emotion and vulnerability that you just don't get from things that are super automatic instead of like a raw sound, So.
Do you feel like you're at your best when you're creating, when it's pure self-expression and you're able to find that kind of vulnerable state?
Yeah. I think it's so funny. No matter what I choose to write about, even if I want to tell a really unique story, halfway through the song, I'll reach a moment where I'm like, holy crap, I didn't mean to, but I'm totally writing about my ex right now. Or something that I've been through. And it's a really interesting, it's so trippy to be able to kind of have a conversation with your subconscious and be like, wow, I'm a lot darker than I thought I am. And so yeah, I think being able to write from vulnerability is great. And when it comes to writing lyrics as well, I feel like a great place to start is to write about something you've been through, because not everyone's a great storyteller, but everyone has a story. And if you can find an outlet, a way to tell it, that's a great place to start. And it'll probably resonate with someone else the way it resonates with you.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Love that. One of my favorite musicians is Robert Plant, and I remember hearing or reading somewhere about him leaving Led Zeppelin so that he can go explore more sound, more music, and he travels the world finding these unique instruments and different places that some people rarely ever never been. And it's just like I was lucky enough to I've gotten to see him play live a few times, and just when he is in it, it felt like I was watching Zeus perform on stage or something. He's just so tapped in to, whatever that is, that gives him the ability to authentically like create on the highest level, where he doesn't hold back. You say you go to a dark place. It's like sometimes it takes going to dark places. We all go to dark places at some point, right? But being able to conceptualize that and create it and tell that story in your own way is like, I really admire that. Like I always wished I could be a musician when I was younger, but so to see people in their unique paths how to do it is just the coolest thing. Yeah.
I think the subconscious just in general is like the place where we hold those either extremely positive or extremely negative and everything in between. And then our conscious mind is almost just like a filter, right? Like we have to like filter ourselves from not saying the wrong thing at the wrong time and like making sure we're in control of it. But that's what I think is so attractive to like all forms of art for me, is that, you know, you really are digging deep into the subconscious mind to create. And like the best tracks are, like you're saying with Robert Plant, like when he's really able to connect and like bring that out, it's like some of the most magical parts of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great point that your consciousness is basically a filter of your subconscious. That's a great way of looking at it.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the video.
And subscribe and hit the bell for a whole lot more to come.